let's head back to the Volcano Island area. This is a fish I don't think I've gotten before. Sailfish. Nice. Oh, it's huge. Holy shit. I wonder what I haven't found yet. Let's see. So if I go all the way to aberrations and go to the furthest page, there are 128 fish types to discover. I definitely haven't found all of them. But what about, let's see, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. So there's 13 ordinary creatures I haven't discovered. Oh, hey, here we go. True. Discovered 85 of 128. So we've caught a lot of them. I am content with that amount. Especially since the majority of things that we have remaining are like corrupted versions. And that's, at that point, a little bit more on the RNG side. Alright. Fanatic. What is it? I'm looking for sunken relics. Are there any shipwrecks around here? Relics, you say? Perhaps one such as this? He pulls an antique pocket watch from inside his robe. Droplets of sea spray crackle and seethe in the air around it. Oh, he's got the watch! You are drawn to it too, I see. It found me during my rite of proving as I scavenged for creatures of power. It sapped at my spirit when I first recovered it, but I came to appreciate its strange nourishment with time. As will you. When the ritual is prepared, it will be yours to carry forth. Anything else? What's that scroll you're carrying? I found it at the end of my other life. It washed ashore, as all great gifts do. It took some time for me to decipher the runes. It speaks of an incomprehensible door, and those wretched, twisted fish that swam through. Their flesh is the closest thing to a key. Oh god, am I gonna have to get corrupted fishery too? Are there others that share your beliefs? There are pretenders, failures that make a mockery of the deep. I tried correcting their ways, but I soon saw that they had lost the path. I left them to their ceaseless hunger. He's talking about the cultists. Anyways, the flames are lit. Ah, I can feel it. The chill of the deep touches us now. It is time. Come. You follow him up to the steps of the temple. At the top is a black stone altar. Stacked high upon the altar are layers of dark, damp wood. He draws the antique pocket watch from his robe. It sways hypnotically in the breeze. It is almost yours. May it mark the start of your journey and the end. Still holding the pocket watch in one hand, he clambers atop the pyre and raises his scroll. He begins to chant. What are you doing? He ignores you. The wind picks up, swirling sea spray around the altar. A cold blue flame rises from the sodden wood at his feet. Stop this! His chanting grows louder. The freezing blaze climbs his legs. His chanting continues, no pain detectable in his voice. He lifts his arms skyward. Seconds later, the inferno engulfs him. It rages for a moment, then abruptly dies away. A cold mist pools around the floor of the temple briefly before the wind sweeps it into the sea. No trace of the Fanatic remains. The pyre is cold and damp. Alright, inspect the pyre. Antique pocket watch. The clock face swims underneath cracked glass, hands spinning erratically. Wow. The pocket watch. You take the pocket watch. It's freezing cold. It vibrates in your palm, clock hand spinning wildly below the cracked face. Well, we have all the relics. I wonder what happens if I turn them all in. You climb the broken steps of the old mansion, the waves swelling and crashing against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before crossing the threshold. Deliver the relic. He approaches, drawing closer with an incessant ticking. You have the pocket watch. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplicably twitching in a rhythmic struggle, trying but failing to move forwards. You place it in front of the collector. Though it has been some decades since I last laid eyes upon this, the sound of its mechanisms has grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit, I'm surprised. I did not think you had the determination for such a job. Now, with these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. We will see her again soon. It will all be worth it. You know this. Know what? It will become apparent soon enough. We must make one final voyage. This time, I will be with you. I'm ready. Warning, you're entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Do you wish to continue? Oh, gosh. You know, I say fuck it. Let's see what kind of eldritch horrors happen when we try to bring back our dead wife. Alright. One more time. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Are you sure you wish to continue? Yes. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Waiting for the right time. Wow, we're just legit waiting all the way to nighttime. Now, our destination is the open expanse to the west of Great Amaro. It's marked on the map. We must not tarry on the open waters, not with such significant cargo. Make haste. His shape disappears from the mirror. A chill rises in your body as you turn to leave. The collector is with you. Well, at least he doesn't have to ride inside of my ship. All right. Shame I never got more research parts to get the super engine. The time is frozen right now. Can I visit the town while this is happening? Reminder, your game will not be saved at this dock. There's no time for this. We must get back out to sea immediately. West of Great Amaro. That's where we must go. I just want to sell this shit. In case, you know, I do need to keep stuff ready in my inventory. Here. Oh. She doesn't want to buy my metal. No! That's fine. It's time. We head west. What lies for us out in the open waters? The tentacled beast? Will it finally strike me down out here? Will I accept the fog into myself? This is the place. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. You open the book. Its pages are frosted with ice, and a chill mist rises around your fingers. You begin to read aloud. To release a lost one frozen in time. You throw the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep, you throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. You throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. You slot the key into the lock of the music box. And lay the weary world to rest. You throw the music box overboard, its key left unturned. Achievement unlocked, unshackled. So what did we just do? I got a feeling we're not really bringing her back. But oh, the sights we've seen! Could it really be? Oh, shit. What big eyes you have! Well, welcome to the world. Thanks for bringing my wife back. Enjoy the feast, I guess. Wow, that didn't... Whoa, okay. Well, there's Greater Marrow fucking destroyed. Holy shit. And the lighthouse is gone too. Wow. Is he just gonna show us all of the places taken out and all the towns and villages just destroyed? Or is it just Greater Marrow? Because obviously we gotta go back and see what happens in the other ending. But oh yeah, whoopsie! We summoned an eldritch being and it's just gonna fuck up the world now. Hey, maybe it'll be nice and like leave me and my undead wife alone. Yeah, clearly this isn't the optimal way to leave the world. Also, I love that you just have all of my crab pots there. The crabs are alive, but they're eternally trapped inside of the pots, never to escape as the world burns and feeds whatever this particular eldritch being wants to call itself. Whatever we've dredged from the deep. Well, it's not really showing us anything different. I was hoping it would do that. Rather than us just kind of like sitting here staring at like, oh yeah, this, and then the town got destroyed. I got that. I processed that pretty quickly. Is the beast gonna do anything else? Technically, I don't even know if there's any kind of civilization outside of this place. For all I know, these were the last humans on Earth, just chilling out on their little islands here. In which case, whoops, extra whoops. But to be fair, even if these aren't the last humans on Earth, there's I'm sure the giant eldritch being could make its way around. I'm trying to give it a chance before I hit skip. Yeah, that's it. It's just, and then the world gets screwed over, but your wife may or may not be alive. We don't know yet. I'm sure there's an after credits. Listen. I'm skipping this. Okay, it didn't bring us anywhere. I just didn't want to sit there through the entire credits that just stares at one place the entire time. Alright. Clearly, that's not the good thing to do. Let's go. Throw this book away. Lighthouse Keeper, I'm ready. Show me where I need to go. We must wait until night is thickest, until the ocean is as it was all those years ago. All right, we also have to wait until the nighttime here. Is it the exact same thing? Just go to the place where everything happened? It's time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right for her. Throw it back. All right, I'm throwing it back for my wife. She would want this. I was gonna say, it probably is literally taking me to the exact same place. And here, within the light, I will abandon this foolish quest. Throw it back. The book struggles in your grasp, its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. Throw it back. You hold it high above your head. A low groan rumbles from the book, echoed by another from the depths. Throw it back. You throw it into the foaming water. Sated. Get out of here. Let her rest in peace, you demon. Her time has passed. Oh no. Oh my god, I just get fucking devoured. Oh my god. But I guess the fog goes away? All right. I guess technically, all things considered, it was the fog and everything that it brought was technically our fault. Woohoo! Now the city's it's chilling, but there's no fog during the nighttime. They get to have a beautiful aurora, and my pots still get to live in an eternal hell, or my crabs live in the pots, never to escape. Nobody will know where the fishermen went all those years ago. The pots are the only thing they have to remember them by. But all right. I guess that is Dredge. I'm a little sad there isn't like a post-game kind of thing at all. It legit is just like, oh yeah, no, this is the endings. Here you go, 2 endings, and the endings are really, really quick without really doing anything, right? Like, there's a little bit of build up as you play through this like 8 to 9-ish hour plus game. Longer if you try to go for all the fish things. But the payoff was very, very small, I guess, is the nice way to put it. It could have been bigger, and like maybe I like even just like getting some like lore on the screen being like, the end of days has come, but you get to spend the last hours with her. It was all worth it. You know, even just like a little bit of text like that would have been like, all right, at least there's that. Instead, we just get, hey, okay, here's the red ending or the blue ending. The place is on fire, or it's chilling out like it always has. And either way, it doesn't matter, because you can't really go back and do a post game. Like, you can go back and like continue doing stuff, but the ending almost feels kind of pointless in a way. Not like entirely, like obviously story-wise, it's like, all right, you're a sailor, you know, 20 years ago, your wife died and you went crazy, and this was all leading up to like a choice at the end to either sacrifice yourself and let her go to like save the world, or at least this place, and or throw in all the relics and sacrifice the world to bring her back for shrug, don't know what happens afterwards. So yeah, a little let down on that. So overall, I mean, this game is fine. I think it suffers from the problem that like I think a lot of like indie games do when they have like a system where you're kind of like upgrading yourself over and over again. And like having these other things, like at some point it stopped mattering. Like I got everything I could do in terms of upgrading the ship directly with the hull and stuff, but it felt like it ended on that too early on. Like I would have liked to have gone just a step up, like one more step up. Let me have the ability to have the trawl and all of like the best equipment in the game without having to like do fucking Tetris funny business and do something like, oh, I need to use like this 2-slot rod curved and then like a 3-slot item curved in a way so that it fits. Like that kind of like disappointed me to end up running into that in the end, because I did have the expectation as we were going through that like we would eventually be able to have everything, and then like at the end it would matter that we needed to like still be fishing by the end of the game. But no, not really. Technically, like I really didn't need too many upgrades. We could have just gone for a lot of the trinket stuff was relatively simple. The only thing you really needed was like the ability to catch the things, but we had gotten that within like almost within like 4 hours into the game. So if I had just been in a rush, we could have finished it way sooner, which, I mean, obviously that's a given. Like, you fucking rush the game, obviously you gotta beat it a lot faster. But yeah, there just wasn't, like, I stopped grabbing my fucking crabs from their pots because I had no reason to bother. Like, who am I selling it for? Nothing. I can only buy research parts every other day or something from the traveling merchant. So, like, that was really slow in upgrades. Again, there was no real like super big thing to end up getting, and that's fine. Like obviously I don't expect to beat the game and end up being like a dreadnought or something, like a battle cruiser ship. And we're just a little fisherman boat in this little eldritch Lovecraftian kind of horror game, just kind of going through the horrors of existence. But yeah, it was really, really weird, especially because, yeah, like, there was also, like, the cloths slowed things down by a lot in terms of me getting them versus, like, the scrap and the wood. And then the research points, because of the way the research parts kind of functioned, where you kind of had, like, an RNG feeling, like, occasionally you get them from the world, but, like, half of it was just, like, you were supposed to be doing pursuits. Half of the shit I didn't end up getting because it was so restrictive that like I didn't really want to even bother, especially with the trawl. Like the trawl ended up feeling like a massive waste because like again, by the end of the game, my ship's fully fucking upgraded and I can't even have that equipped with the equipment that lets me get the deep fish and like the big stuff too. Like I had to choose one or the other. And like that's the biggest, like if I could just if I could have had just one little thing, it'd be that. But, in terms of everything else, in terms of, like, the storytelling, it was fine. I do wish that there were a few more people that we could interact with out on different, like, little islands. I wish that some of the NPCs that we, like, helped out in the beginning of the game could have been more relevant and just given us extra pursuits through the game. Like, that would have been a good thing to have had just for like, even for the sake of giving us extra research parts. I think that would have been nice, especially because like in terms of like, it's not like the characters were voiced. Like you didn't have to have a voice actor being like and reading every single line. It was just add some extra text, tell me to go fucking catch like a jellyfish or some shit and bring it back to the builder and she can like admire it and give me research parts. Like just a little bit extra there would have been nice. Especially because, like, the last zone kind of sucks. Like, the volcano zone sucks in comparison to the other, like, 3 regions in terms of just, like, time spent there and, like, things to do around there. It really was just, like, go in, catch a bunch of fish, and you're done. Whereas, like, technically that was a lot of the other places, too, but, like, I really liked dealing with the mine suckers. Like, that little mission was nice. We spent a good bit of time around, well, let me, I gotta look at the name. We spent a lot of time in Stellar Basin. That was really nice. That was kind of cool. Gale Cliffs had like a little bit to it as well. But Devil's Spine, I came in and like I went, oh, these are the things I need. And like 10 minutes later, like we were done. The only thing that really slowed me down was just needing to like wait for something to get caught in the pot. So, I mean, for like a small little indie game, it works out. It's an enjoyable little experience. I just kind of, whenever we have something that tries to touch into like a Lovecraftian kind of area and tries to be like spooky, I kind of have like an expectation that like it's gonna go somewhere in terms of like telling that story, but it didn't really feel like it did too much there. And also in terms of like the threat of the world, it never really ramped up to keep up with us. Like once I can go super fast and I have like a big spotlight, I really didn't run into any other big problems, which felt weird. It felt like there should have been some kind of ramp up, like as we get the relics and get upgrades to the ship, like other things should have come along. Like maybe the fog lasts would like come in the middle of the day or something, right? Like that would be a cool thing that could happen. And like during that time, obviously paranoia could happen and like that could mess with your ship. Because whenever you're dealing with like the spookiest parts of the game and like you're out in the middle of the night in the fog and like, you know, like random shit's popping up to damage your ship, oh shit, your engine's damaged. Like those were like the tense parts that like I was expecting we were gonna run into fairly often. But halfway through the game, I'm just like, oh, I'll just sleep. And like, if that's all I need to do to handle the Eldritch horrors of the world, you're right. Just have a good nap. Something spooky's in the night, close the doors, go to bed. The tentacle monsters won't mess with you then. Yeah, alright. This was a fun enough little experience. And I did get, you know, like this game via an early access review code. So this was an enjoyable enough little experience. And maybe they'll add more to the game in the future. Oh my god, these guys are struggling to actually... Yeah, there you go. What happens if I get like max paranoia? Do I just get super demolished? Random tornado tries to take me out. Yeah, it's kind of funny because like at the beginning of the game, you get hit 2 or 3 times, you die. It just takes you back. You think that a level of aggression would have kept up a little bit. Alright, here comes the big guy. Woo, block! That's the guy who wants to try and take you out. But alright. At the very least, there are like a whole bunch of little things to like maybe figure out in terms of like puzzles and stuff. I don't know what the hell these bundles of fabric like things were meant to represent. Maybe there was like a really big mystery there that I happened to miss. And I did all those cultists died. Maybe there was some big story stuff there that I happened to miss. Maybe that was like what was supposed to go through. But yeah, alright. That was Dredge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I will see you guys in the next one.